Are you an e-commerce business owner who's tired of depending on your social media team to generate images and videos to promote your product or brand? In this video, we're going to talk about how you can leverage generative AI to solve some of those pain points. Now, before we get started, full disclosure, we're going to use ChatGPT Plus, which costs $20 a month, and we don't we're not affiliated to OpenAI in any way. We just use these products on a day-to-day basis and have seen a ton of value from using them. So let's say we were trying to sell a watch and we had a reference image for our watch which looked like this image up on the screen. We could use this image to generate a teaser for our brand, which we'll see in a second. And we can do that using OpenAI's Sora. Now, to get to Sora, you would log into your account, you would go to chatgpt.com, log in, and you could click on Sora, and it takes you to Sora. Now, we've created this video before, shooting demo, but we went from a static image to having a video where there's movement on the dials of the watch and also the camera angles on the video. Now, all it took for us to get to this video was the image that we saw earlier and the prompt that we see on the screen, which said, I want to sell my watch on an e-commerce platform, create a teaser for my brand. That's all it took for us to get to this video. Now, one thing to note about Sora is you can create more than one videos at once, and it gives you the option to create multiple samples. Now we're going to look at how to tweak that in a bit, but here's another variation of the same video that was generated from that image we saw earlier. We have the same prompt and we got this video where there's a lot less movement than the other video we saw, and there's some features where we can cut the length, or we can start it from another position. Right now, instead of a 10-second clip, we've gone to like maybe a 7.5-second clip to maybe a 7-second clip. So we can adjust these depending on how long we need our teaser to be. And there's also all these color grading options. I'm going to show you what Balloon World would look like in a second. Yeah, so there's the option to generate multiple variations of a video while generating the video. So in this option we've created 2 videos, but we can also generate 4. Now, one thing to keep in mind about variations is they do exhaust a lot of credits, so you have to be a little mindful when you use this feature. So I believe you get 1,000 credits every month on the Plus tier, and we've exhausted a lot of credits this month, which is why I'm not going to be demoing this feature right now, but I will show you a sample that I generated earlier. There's also the option to adjust the resolution. Now, 720p takes a lot longer than 480p, and for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to show you what 480p looks like, and it is the video you see on your screen. There's also the aspect ratio. Now, 9:16 is a lot more suitable for like an Instagram story or a Facebook story, because you see how the area is and it kind of covers up the entire screen. Now you can use 1:1 for a post, but that would kind of crop out some of the watch, and that isn't ideal. Ideally, we'd want to use 16:9 for the best results, as we get like a video that we made. Now, going back to some of the other samples that we made, here's an example of the preset Balloon World, and we see 2 very different variations of the same preset, which is Balloon World. Now, this is a lot more colorful and there's a lot more movement here, and this isn't what I would recommend using for promoting a product, but it goes to show you what Sora is capable of. Now, a really interesting feature in Sora is the ability to view the story. Now, remember how we went from this prompt to the video we saw earlier? One thing this tool also does is that it generates this storyboard where it shows you exactly what the word or the description. It shows you the description that's used to generate the video you see. Now, copy this description and go here, and you could create an image, and it would automatically generate an image for you without having to use your original reference image, and hopefully it gives us something that looks close to our reference image. And in this case, kind of looks similar to what we have, but I want to show you some more samples that I generated a little earlier. Now, these images were generated without the reference image, which I think is really amazing. In addition, I also want to show you what Sora can do and some of the work that people have published on Sora. Now, here's Sora. Here's Sora on the film noir preset, and it shows you what it looks like during golden hour at Central Park. Here's another video that someone generated, which is titled Majestic Ship Bow, and it is a hyper realistic video. And here's a storyboard for the video that we see on the screen: low angle bow of the ship, and there's a description of what it's supposed to look like. So these samples should kind of give you an idea of like what is possible with Sora. So this is like a highly cinematic video that was generated from a single prompt here, and I think it's really fascinating that we're able to do all these things from Sora. So if you found this video interesting, like, share, and subscribe. Also comment down below if there's a particular tool you'd like me to try out for the next one, and stay tuned for more videos regarding automation and solving business problems using AI.